Hey guys, well here is a quick update on our 1986 Chevy Derby truck. So we've been hard at work at getting this thing stripped apart and taken apart before we actually go and take this off to the scrapyard. I'm going to try to get a quick video here while it's not raining and before it gets dark. But we've gone ahead, we've got the core support, we were able to unbolt that, we got the hood off, and just minutes ago we got the transmission and engine pulled out of this thing. Still need to get the engine mounts that we had fabbed up for this thing taken off. You can see we actually blocked those up pretty high to make it all work and clear, but it was worth it. It stayed in place really nice, and I think we're going to try to reuse those as best we can in the next truck. So we're going to be yanking those off yet here. But now that the engine is out, let's really assess this damage. It's pretty amazing. You can kind of see how twisted the frame is. If you look back up in there, this side's not so bad, but look at how far over that frame is. These things, you can see that the frame, I mean, used to be straight. These rails on both sides used to come nice and straight right on out. So I'm going to kind of eye it up, but you know, about there, and so that's over at least a good foot. Man, almost 1.5 feet, I'd say. Same thing with this side. You can see it has a nice bow into it like that. Let me see if I can get a better angle for you guys. But you see how much that frame is twisted up here in the front. And again, same sort of thing, looking at it straight from the front, how far over that is bent. I mean, there's your angle right there, because the bumper was actually still perfectly straight relative to the cab of the truck. So that's how far it bent over, quite a bit. So obviously this truck is used up, and the more that we've seen it, I mean, you can see how twisted the frame is up in the front. There's a kink right up in front of right by the firewall, really, honestly, up in here, and then another one a little bit farther back. And so that is definitely an indication that this thing has seen its last days. Still hoping to be able to maybe pull the steering box off just to have it as a spare. Not really sure yet. We may or may not do that. So I guess if I feel like taking the time to yank it off, I'll do that. I probably will. Oh, and you can see that the cross support here, where the rivet is, it actually literally ripped it right off, just due to the bowing of the frame. Let's continue on around. So inside, obviously all of our electrical and battery box and all that stuff has been removed. Still gonna remove the roll cage as best we can. We're gonna hit that here hopefully tomorrow or the next day, weather permitting. It's been really rainy here, so I'm not really sure how well this is gonna work out, but we're gonna do our best to try to salvage what we can. I took the bolts that held the cab and the bed together off. May cut the plates, but probably just gonna get new, just because it's just a lot easier to build when you got some new plates to work with. I got all the clamps pulled off of the rear leafs here. Still, you can see now really how much that leaf bent. It's pretty impressive, the amount of force that we're talking with here. Pulled out most of the bolts that hold the bed on. Left the rear ones on because they're folded up in there somewhere, so obviously I can't get at them. And the bed is welded to the cab, so I figured enough to haul it off to scrap. It won't be an issue. It should be sufficient. Nothing more to write about on back here. Again, same sort of thing. Pulled off the clamps. It's starting to warm up, so we get some motorcycles. Sorry about the loud noise, guys. And just continue on around. Again, same story on this side, just maybe get you another angle. I did have the floor patched up down in there, so obviously I took off what metal was there that I could salvage. Yanked off the gas pedal. I figured that'll be handy to have around in case the one on the Super Duty doesn't work out or whatever. Maybe we can retrofit it. I'll probably also pull the steering column, just to have that as a spare as well, or just to try to sell. We'll see. Not really sure exactly what to do there. And the rebar on the front, we'll go ahead and get that taken off as well. Cut that out, and I gotta get my GoPro mount out. So still a few things to do as far as the truck goes, but other than that, I don't really plan on tearing it a whole lot more apart. Once it's on the trailer, I'm hoping to be able to jack up the back end and get this thing without a rear axle, so get the rear axle pulled and just have that again as a spare as well, or try to sell it. So, you know, maybe look for that on the interwebs for sale. I'm not really sure what we're going to do there just yet. In the shop here, it is kind of nice to have a little bit of clean room, but I got the hood sitting over there. We're going to hang on to that, and the drive shaft, we got that too. But the hood, we're just going to keep that for just for old time's sake, to hopefully hang up in a new shop one of these days. And here's the motor and transmission. We got it pulled off and just temporarily sitting on a tire just to take the load off of the lift itself. Came out really pretty easy, thankfully. Didn't have any major issues there. We'll go ahead and hopefully tear into this a little bit, just to, I don't know how much we'll be able to get into it. I guess it kind of depends on how funds go or whatnot, but I would like to tear it apart a little bit. Just to clean it up. I'd like to put a new water pump on it because I think that's given me some fits. It just didn't seem like we had good flow this past year. Headers, they're both bent pretty decent, and with the Super Duty, with the way that that engine and transmission is mounted in there, it's really close to the firewall, so I think it's time for us to upgrade to a set of forward dump 4-into-1 headers. So we're probably going to be trying to do that. We're going to hopefully maybe work with Randy's headers or some of the ones that we worked with in the past. But if you guys have something you'd like us to get and try out, obviously we've used DEC headers, and they sound pretty good. Been really happy with Randy's headers that we have on here currently. They have a nice tone to them, and he built them to my specs, so I gave him a few target heights and different things. I'll probably go with a similar setup, only we'll probably go with a taller collector this next time, just to help improve some of our low-end performance. So there you guys go. There's the motor transmission. Hopefully we'll be able to tear into that. We did purchase a new carb for this. That's the other thing I'm excited about. So the Edelbrock ran pretty good for us. It wasn't too bad, but in just trying to try some new things out, we have purchased another one. So you guys will find out what that is in a later video. So we'll be making sure to bring that to you. And that's about it, guys. You know, I just pulled those parts off that we needed, and there we are. So this will probably be one of the last videos you guys see of this truck. I'll probably snag one the day that we go to haul it off to scrap, but honestly, I've already talked to you guys about what I plan to do, and there's really nothing to it but to do it, to just cut that stuff out real quick, and then we shall be retiring this truck and make way for the Super Duty sitting over there. So we're excited about building that truck. This one has served us well. It's been in 3 good derbies, and it is just used up at this point. So thank you, good and faithful truck, and on to the next. So make sure to give us a comment below, guys. What do you guys think? Anything we missed that I showed in a video you think I should save, that I should keep? Or if there's something I said I should keep that maybe should just toss out, you guys feel free to comment. Let me know your thoughts. If you just want to, you know, give some advice about the Super Duty, feel free to go ahead and do that as well. So as always, guys, give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and consider subscribing if you have not already done so. And as well, have a great day, guys, and until the next video, we'll talk to you later.